Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to film a life update because life has been lifing, and I think I mentioned in my last vlog that I was going to do this so you guys can understand where we're at, what we're doing. So I don't go off on a tangent. I do have a little bit of notes, little bullet points here of things that I'm going to discuss. So let's just golden brown. So first topic, obviously, girl, where you been at? Where you been? And I've been here. Life has been doing its big one on me, as I imagine everybody has things going on, so it's probably doing its big one on everyone else. But I went through different seasons that I guess we'll talk through here. Earlier this year, because it's been a while since I posted before my last video, Nick and I decided to do IVF again. And for those who don't know, we did IVF for our first child, Nevaeh, but due to an incompetent cervix, I ended up having to give birth to her at 5 months pregnant, precisely 21 weeks, and then she passed away a few hours later. That's out the way. So we decided to do IVF again. And this was something that we decided to do personally. We didn't tell anyone. I don't even think we told parents. We didn't tell anyone. We just told like a few of our very, very close-knit friends, and then we proceeded because it was already a high-pressured situation. People had a lot of opinions after the death of our first child, so we just thought that for our peace, we would proceed and do what we got to do. I feel like it was March, end of February, but around that avenue. And I'm going to actually insert some clips because I did film. I did not get everything. I can't find all of the clips, but I did film. So I am going to insert, some stuff. It is April 22nd, 2025. And I got my beta done yesterday. My first set of beta done yesterday after my transfer. So today I'm 12 days past transfer. My beta is 3/26. I got that done on 11 days past transfer. I'm super hype because funny thing with Nevaeh, which is my first baby that I lost, I got tested 14 days past transfer. It was exactly 2 weeks, and her beta was 116 on the first one. And now this baby, or babies, beta is 3/26. I got pregnant. I believe, so the reason why we decided to keep this from others because it's personal. A lot of people believe that IVF is something that is not of God. It's not pleasing to Christ, and I don't believe that. Science can take you but so far. IVF is not a sure thing. It is not guaranteed. It's still a humongous faith journey. And to be quite frank, if you've never done IVF or gone through that process, you wouldn't know. You have to go through testing. You have to go through shots upon shots. If you do get pregnant, you still have to continue the shots. You have to do multiple blood tests. There's a whole bunch of risks with it. So God literally has to carry you through every single moment, just like he would have to carry you through every single moment, just in general. So I believe IVF is a blessing to many. And I believe whatever way you're supposed to have your child, God is going to bless you that way, and he's going to get the glory regardless. If it's IVF, if it's natural, if it's IUI, he's going to get the glory. I went through the first beta. That was pretty high. It was actually higher than Nevaeh's. And then I went through the second beta. Today I went in for my second beta. We need the numbers to double or increase so that, to prove that the pregnancy is progressing in the right way and my HCG is going up and not down or staying stagnant.
Hi, So everything looks good with your blood work today. Your HCG was 847, which is excellent.
Yay!
Progesterone still looks great as well. Yay! You're going to continue everything the same, and we'd like to see you on Tuesday for your sonogram.
Oh, yay. Okay. Also higher than Nevaeh's, and it was going good. Then, unfortunately, that weekend, I did experience some bleeding, and I thought it was a subchorionic hematoma. Last night, the same day I got my beta, last night, myself and Nick went to see a movie. And I felt gushes in my, this is trigger warning, TMI. But I thought it was just like cervical mucus, like as I was passing gas, because that's normal for me. When I went to use the restroom after the movie, I saw blood in my underwear, and when I wiped, there was a clot. So I wore a liner prior to going to bed after the movie, woke up, and there was no blood. But I contacted my fertility clinic still to ask them to see me to find out what it is. It's still very early to see anything on an ultrasound. My appointment wasn't until Tuesday. Today is Thursday. They did see that my lining is still thick, which is good. And they can't tell if it's a sac, but they think they see a sac, but can't confirm nor deny. I don't know, something in me tells me that I'm not having a miscarriage. I think it's a subchorionic hematoma or a subchorionic hemorrhage. I'm good.
Okay, the blood work was reassuring.
Okay.
Okay, are you having any more bleeding?
Only when I wipe, I see like it's like burgundy colored blood. It's not as bright as it was.
Okay, all right, that's good. I mean, that's not like bright red, and it's slowed down. It's not uncommon, but I know it's really scary. But the blood work reassuring Monday. Do you already have that scheduled?
I'm sorry, you were cutting in and out. I didn't hear you.
That's okay. I said the blood work looks reassuring, so we want to see you back on Monday.
Okay. I don't have
do you have an appointment already?
No, I only have the Tuesday one at 7.
Do you want me to just have to move it to Monday at 7?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And then just give us a call if anything else, okay? But take it easy.
Okay. Is it
no intercourse, no exercise, stay hydrated, rest as much as you can, okay?
Okay. Is it common to have
Very.
Okay.
We're here if you need us, just call us, okay?
Alrighty. I did get a lot of bleeding, and then I went back to my doctor and they took blood and they were like, it's still pretty high, so I think you're fine. Let's just see how it is through the weekend. Then one day I won't share all the gory details, but it was a lot of blood and clumps, and I just kept holding faith, like, Lord, it's fine, healing, and I went to the doctor that Monday.
Unfortunately, the pregnancy hormone did drop.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So Dr. Mullen is recommending stopping your medications now, and we bring you back in a week and we'll repeat the blood work from there. You don't need to do the official sonogram. We would just bring you back in a week instead.
How low did they drop? I'm curious.
So it dropped significantly. It's down to 174 now from a little over 1,000 at your last visit. So there's no concern for like ectopic pregnancy or anything like that, which is good, but it did drop.
Okay. I feel like I asked already. How long will I bleed? Because I stopped bleeding at this point. Just don't.
So now that you're going to be stopping your medications, your lining this morning was 11 millimeters. So you probably...
We don't know the reason that this could have happened, right? Because it was high numbers and then just randomly this. Okay. And is this something that my weight, like, I figured it was my weight. Like, does my weight play a role in it? I'm trying not to blame myself, but I don't want to be naive. Like, if my weight is an issue, because I'm.
You did nothing wrong. But if you want to do anything, that would be our suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, so I don't have to go in for. Sorry, I don't have to go in for the ultrasound tomorrow, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Latoya.
It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Call us if you need anything, okay?
Okay. They did confirm that, that I lost the baby. Now, a lot of these things I did post on TikTok. At the time, I only had about maybe 800 people on my TikTok. And it was just a safe space to just like let loose. So, of course, I finished. I can't even say I finished grieving, but the heavier part was done. I was able to talk about it. I filmed some stuff, a lot of short form content. And I was like, yeah, I'll put it out on TikTok because for me, I'm an information junkie, but I'm also a visual person. So what helped me a lot was seeing people post on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram and share their story so that someone else knows what to ask their doctor or what to pay attention to. Because it was after I lost my first baby, I learned that PCOS women tend to have short cervixes. So that's something that you should ask your doctor to look into. I didn't know that. So I always like to speak up online as much as it bothers people, as much as people think I'm sharing too much. It's not your business. I think it helps people. And through sharing on TikTok, I was able to grow a little bit. Like I'm not no 10K, 5K, mil, whatever, but I grew a little community and we've been rocking out with each other and it was great. They were sharing things with me. I shared things with them. I spoke about my fertility clinic, which is absolutely amazing. They are the best. I spoke about my OB. I spoke about everything that I've done, and it was just a great time. So I was able to release on TikTok. I, of course, prayed about it. And from what you saw in the clip before, I was really focused on my weight. I was like, is it my weight? Is it my fault? What did I do? And they're reassuring me, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, we can't even explain why this happened. You didn't do anything wrong. But something that I had to be honest with myself about, I've been hearing the word discipline for, I'm not even going to say months, probably like a year. Discipline. And I achieved a certain level of discipline with IVF because you have no choice, right? But I felt in my spirit that I needed to get myself healthy, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually, before trying to have another baby. So in that, I spoke with my doctor and I said, let's pause. One, because first of all, Mama, I got insurance, but insurance only covers but so much. That's number one. Number two, I want to try to lose some weight first. So then we went through my history on how much weight I've lost in the past, what I've done, And then through that, we learned that I love being active. I will be active and do all the things. Eating is a bit of an issue for me because I love food, but I've never lost more than 5 pounds ever because I don't know. And she was like, your body's working against you. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you have PCOS. Your body is legit working against you. So I said, well, and of course people frown upon it. I was like, what about a GLP-1? And she goes, I think that's an amazing idea. I don't want to push it on you, but I think that's an amazing idea. And I said, well, let's do it. So she referred me to a doctor, a weight management doctor. And it was so humbling seeing the qualifications for this medication. And I fit every qualification. It was obesity, it was miscarriages, it was PCOS, hormonal imbalances. Like, I fit every single category. And I was like, wow. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with taking some help. I really don't. So that leads me into my next topic. Your girl started a GLP-1. Now, GLP-1s are such a taboo topic because everyone wants you to feel bad for doing things for your own self and your own health. But this, I'm going to say here and now, I was prescribed by a doctor. I worked with a weight management specialist. And for years, I've always tried to lose weight. As you see, I think I had Snatch Saturdays on here. I worked out different. I have never seen more than a 5-pound loss. Ever. And that's even when I'm the strictest. And I'm not going to sit and say that I've been super strict on every single diet I've been on. Absolutely not. I love food and I'm not afraid to say it. But I never lost more than 5 pounds in anything that I did. So we started with Zepbound. And for those who don't know, you start at different dosages. So you start at a 2.5, then a 5, then a 7.5, Started at the 2.5. It took me a while to get it, but it started at a 2.5. And I saw so many stories of people like, oh my gosh, I lost 11 pounds on my first month of Zepbound. I did this. Girl, I gained weight. When I say pissed, I was pissed. I gained weight. I gained like 2 pounds. And I was like, are you serious right now? I started at 234 pounds. Really 35. 234. And I was pissed. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing the things. What am I supposed to, like, why isn't it working for me? Nothing's working for me. And I was just broken. Me being broken about losing the babies, gaining, not having a child, seeing everyone walk around with their kid, because it is hard. I was depressed. I was depressed before I started Zepbound, and I was depressed during that first month of Zepbound, because I'm like, what the heck? I'm pushing, I'm doing it, like I'm trying, God. What else? Like, I'm trying. And I kept hearing, keep going, don't stop. Keep going, don't stop. So that's what I did. I wanted to get disciplined. I wanted to go hard. Now, I didn't really film much of my first month and a half of the Zepbound because I wanted to make the promise and prove to myself before bringing on any cameras or anything that I can do it. So I gave myself a goal of going to the gym not every day, 5 to 6 days a week for 2 weeks. No cameras, no social media, no nothing. And I did it. And I started to see weight loss. I've never seen more than a 5-pound loss. So July 19th, and I have it all written down here, I lost 11 pounds. I cried because I have never lost so much weight in my life. I'm still in the 2s, but I've never lost so much weight in my life. And my goal was get out the 2s and you can start trying to have a baby again. Just get out the 2s. 199.9, I'm gonna start trying to have a baby again. That is the goal. That is what we're doing. And that's what I'm pushing towards, And then we kept going. Now I'm filming. Now I'm posting online. I'm doing all the things. And I was able to lose. So far, I have lost 22 pounds. I did not only do just taking a shot and sitting down. I changed my eating. Obviously, because the medicine helps you do that. I changed my eating. I focused on protein, high fiber. I went to the gym every morning and it became my peace, my safe space. Every morning at 6:30, sometimes 7. And then I would walk with my family on the track the night the same night. So I will go at 7:30 and then at maybe 5-6 o'clock we'll go walk the track and we'll just walk a mile because walking is a very underrated exercise. I just walked. I closed my rings every day, girl. I was just like, it just felt amazing. In the beginning of the journey, I was so proud of myself. My husband looked at me, he was like, I'm so proud of you. I busted my butt. Okay, I busted my butt, and I'm continuing to bust my butt. And I'm gonna get out of the twos, and I'm excited. I have fallen in love with the routine. I've fallen in love with the discipline of going to the gym, of feeling good all the time, not losing my breath walking up steps. It just feels amazing. In regards to my trying to conceive journey, I am doing what I need to do until God does the rest. Okay? I am pushing to lose this weight, and then if God says, Toy, do IVF again, I'm gonna do it. If he says not yet, keep going, I'm gonna keep going. And that's where I am with my trying to conceive journey. I am leaving it in the hands of my Father, because he knows best, and he loves me, and he knows the desires of my heart. Another update, my business, Love Toya Hair, which is what I'm wearing right now, by the way. Y'all see that? A lot of things took a plummet once I lost the baby, and once I started doing the whole IVF situation, trying to conceive, a lot of things took the back burner, and I think that that's not okay. But I still have Love Toya Hair. The site has been taken down right now. I have some inventory that I want to just get rid of, and I just want to start from scratch. So my goal in this last quarter of the year into next year is to get that back up and running and structure it in a way that makes sense. The goal is for Love Toya Hair to come back stronger, better than ever, and come back where I can maintain it and we don't have to go away again. I don't want that to happen again, because people are asking about it. I did do a little bit of orders here and there, selling bundles, selling wigs, making wigs, and the people love it. I just need to get back to advertising it and pushing it. And I think I didn't give it my all because everything was happening at once. So now we get to calm things down, structure it, and then we move on. And last but not least, the Frasers are moving. Frasers as in me and my husband, because there's a lot of us. But myself and Nicholas, we are moving. We have decided to move from where we are. If you do not know, you should know. But if you don't know, we moved out of our first apartment. Love that place so much. Out of our first apartment and moved in with my in-laws, which has been amazing. Moved in with my in-laws to save money to buy a home. Now, we did save money. We were able to save a huge sum of money. Then life hit us hard, and we had to spend said money to bring down some debts, to help pay for some car issues. Like, so much hit us at once, and I had to come to terms with that's okay. That's okay, especially for someone who lives in New York. Like, everywhere is super expensive right now. Everywhere is super expensive. The cost of living is expensive. Homes, to buy a house, especially where we are, you can put in an offer. Someone is going to bid at least $100K over. I'm not paying $6,000 a month for a house that's worth $300,000. But unfortunately, that's the season that we're in. That is what's happening. Everyone says the housing market will crash. I've been hearing that for 3 years. I am now 30. I turn 31 very soon this year on Thanksgiving. I turned 31. My husband is turning 30. And we are just in a place where we just want our own space. Nothing is wrong. We love our parents very, very much. So when y'all carrying news and y'all watching this, make sure you keep that in there. We love our parents very, very much, but they also understand we're just getting older and we just want our own space. Yes, there's always a debate, buying versus renting and owning and paying someone. Like, at the end of the day, you do what makes sense for you. You do what makes sense for you, your family, your peace. And right now, we would prefer to buy, not gonna lie to you, we would prefer to buy, but we cannot afford to buy in this market at all. So I'm not going to put myself into a mortgage where I have to pay upwards of $4,000 a month and then end up where the bank is foreclosing on my home. That makes no sense to me. But I do want my own space. So we are going to be moving. And right now we're actually in the process of looking for a place to move into, an apartment. And we're excited. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I don't think I missed anything, but if you're thinking of something that you wanted to update on and I missed, comment and I will let you know. If it's too private, I'll tell you it's too private. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for staying locked in. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me, with my family, and continue to pray for us as we continue to pray for you. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are 890 something of you on here, and I can't believe it. We are closer and closer to 1K, and I'm just grateful to God. If you like this, please hit subscribe, comment, like the video. Stay tuned, because for real this time, there will be new videos every week. Have a good one.